for a couple of magazines, online sites, things like that.
Right.
Most of the time it's a site called sabotagetimes.com. And occasionally they, for some reason, trust me to go and interview famous people, which is, you know, it's great, it's a privilege, and but I generally tend to be a bit chaotic, and I just tend to make a bit of a fool of myself, really. Fortunately, the people I've interviewed seem to find it quite endearing.
Yeah.
So it's served me well so far.
What's the worst bit of making a fool of yourself you've done so far then?
Oh God, I interviewed someone from a band, and I won't name names.
No.
But basically, they'd taken a bit of a slating in the press, and I had been given the interview because my editor very foolishly thought I could be diplomatic, and the guy was like, "Yeah, you know, we've been really misunderstood," and I went, "Well, you haven't been very good. I mean, like, you haven't had very good people review it," and there was just this awful silence on the other end of the phone, and I was really like, "Please don't hang up, you've been on the phone for 3 minutes," and then he was like, "No, you're right. I was like, "Oh God, shut up!" Yeah, bad.
Yeah. Best interview so far?
Was probably with the guys, it wasn't just me, it was a press conference, for the guys from Down, which is sort of the lead singer from the band Pantera, Phil Anselmo, and members of I Hate God, which, that's an awful thing to say on the radio, isn't it? It's actually the name of the band, it's not just them saying that. But yeah, that was a press conference I went to in France recently, for Hellfest Music Festival.
Yeah.
And they were just really great. They were really engaging. They were really funny. And I had assumed, because they're quite, you know, when he sings, Philly's very like bleed, sweat, walk, and I can't do it very well. But that's quite good. Yeah, thanks. I practiced. I assumed that he would be very dismissive and that he would be, I suppose, a little arrogant. And in actual fact, he was really funny. And just at one point, one of the band got their dentures out. And he was like, "Oh my God!" Like, chucked a bottle of water at him and was like, "That is the most disgusting thing I've ever
Probably
seen."
should say that. No.
For a minute there, I didn't know how to react. And I was a bit like, "Oh my God, this is happening then."
Leave them in tonight, Laura. Leave the dentures in. Ah dear. Hard interviewing people sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. If you can tell, I think, when they don't want to be there, or when they don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I've had to start a fair few interviews by sort of saying, thanks so much for giving me your time. I understand you've probably had a lot of these questions today, and I won't keep you long. And I think people forget when you're interviewing someone that, especially someone that's very famous, that they've answered your questions already 10 times that day, and they've been on the phone, and they've got someone in their ear telling them what to do, and they've got places to be. And yeah, that would be annoying for anyone, really, I think.
Well, tell me if I get annoying tonight, then.
No, you're lovely, aren't you? Just keep your dentures in.
Worst interview I did, actually, was I used to do a tourist bit, weird places to visit, and I did 5 or 6 in a batch here on the telephone. I got a bit bored by the time I got to the 6th one. And it was a guy from Clevedon Hatch nuclear bunker somewhere down in Kent. Right. And I asked him if the bunker had ever been used, which was silence, and he said, "There's never been a nuclear war." Keep to the music one, man. Right, so how long have you guys been performing then? And have you always been solo, or?
No, this is a long story.
Yeah, it does go quite far back because we were in school together, you see.
Really? Which school?
We went to Hall Green Senior School in Birmingham.
Nice.
Hall Green.
That's where the Greyhounds are.
Yeah. Not in the school. No, mostly.
No.
They kept us separate. We did work together, so we used to do a lot in school. However, well, as Lara mentioned earlier, she was in Bristol for a while with a band, and since then she's been back. We've started very recently just collaborating as a duo.
Yeah, we had a band in school called Mantra when we were 15, and we wrote about things that 15-year-old girls write about, you know. Big all that rubbish.
Yeah.
And I went to uni and I joined a band called The 7th Suite.
Is that Bristol, yeah?
Yes, in Bristol, and we were a punk band, and we had some sort of minor success, and you know.
It's a big music scene in Bristol, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing!
Yeah.
Bristol's brilliant.
Yeah.
I fully recommend everyone to go and visit there at least once, and you'll want to go back. So
always go to the Harbour Summer Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. so much character. But yeah, it was a punk band down there, did that. Unfortunately, we sort of decided to go our separate ways because of a disagreement with the powers that be that we were working with. And I came back to Birmingham, and Helen was running an open mic. And she gave me the time on weekends, give it a go, you're a singer. And I was like, alright then. And then it's sort of it picked up from there, and then I've been gigging a lot recently, and
I've just tagged along. I didn't
she
get
is.
much choice.
It's been great. It's been really, really good to be part of almost like a band.
Yeah. Do you prefer a band than solo?
I prefer this sort of band.
Yeah.
Small band, a small manageable band.
The minimum amount of people you can have to actually constitute a band.
Yeah. So right. Okay. Do you ever do gigs this way?
I'm definitely going to get some booked. Yeah. Definitely going to get some booked. I think my next setup is at the Crown in Digbeth in September, and then hopefully in London at the end of September, and then wherever the wind takes us.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. Have you got a favourite place you like to gig at?
Red House.
Well,
So good. I know.
did that one, didn't we? What kind of music are you into?
Oh, we're musical hobos, aren't we?
Yeah. Quite an eclectic taste.
Yeah. What's the last 3 tracks you've listened to?
I listened to When Will I Be Loved by the Everly Brothers, which is great. Love a bit of sort of old school. What else have I listened to recently? I actually listened to Mumford & Sons as well. Bit of Bon Jovi there. I Will Wait. And then actually Down, Stone the Crow as well. That was the last thing on my MP3.
What about you, Helen?
Oh, I downloaded a bit of country earlier.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it's by, but it's a brilliant song called There Ain't No Easy Way.
Right.
It's fantastic. Daryl someone, which is really useful.
Yeah.
But he's brilliant.
Yeah.
The Civil Wars as well. I'm a bit country at the moment.
Yeah.
I love the Civil Wars.
Lovely.
Yeah, and She and Him as well.
Yeah.
We're going to cover one of their songs.
Oh,
yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
That got a good reaction, didn't it?
Right. Another song?
Yeah,
What are we
why
gonna do
not?
this time?
I'm going to go solo now.
Right.
I'm going to do another cover, so people listening might know this. And this is by a band called Outcast, and it's called Hey Ya.